Hey, what's up, Amyx Creators Mentor, and welcome to this episode where we're going to talk about how to make money with Twitter. All right, so here's the deal. People want to know, how do we make money with Twitter anyway? I mean, people are just tweeting. People are just randomly throwing up tweets, and what in the world? How does this all work? Well, here's the deal. Twitter is one of the biggest players in driving organic traffic to your website. And if your website, my friend, is not set up to capture leads and add value to people's lives, you, my friend, are never going to make money from Twitter. So here, follow me on over to the screen today. I'm going to show you how it goes. All right, so here we see a little framework. Okay, so here's what I need you to understand. You're using the good old Twitter to drive traffic, and if you followed anything from me, if you haven't, then you're not going to know what I'm talking about, and you may want to go watch some of the older videos. But one of the things I talk about is using the ultimate power strategy, meaning you write a bio that's interesting, that tells your target market who you help, how you help them, and why it matters to them. And this creates the curiosity that allows them and increases the click-throughs, and that's why people then visit, Twitter right here, and it drives the traffic to your website, which is what we're seeing here in this area of the screen, right? And as we're playing what I've taught called the follow game, which is where for 15 minutes a day we're going and we're following our target market. This again creates intrigue and curiosity, which drives traffic to your profile. And if it's set up well, it again drives the traffic to the website, right? But here's the deal. You can drive as much traffic to your website, as you want. But if your website is not set up to capture leads, if your platform is not set up as the homepage money machine, you're not going to make any money. So here's what I want to show you. What should your platform be today to make sure that you're making money on Twitter? Have an opt-in form on your website, whether you use Aweber or Infusionsoft or MailChimp or Constant Contact or whoever. It doesn't matter. Just have an opt-in form where you have some type of opt-ins. We call this a lead magnet that solves the big-ass problem for your target market. And you deliver this in PDFs or audios or videos. And then once they opt in, they then automatically receive an email from your email provider, whether this is, again, Aweber, Infusionsoft, MailChimp, Constant Contact. It doesn't matter who you use. Thanking them and saying, hey, as promised, here's your gift. And once they opt in, again, they're redirected to what we'd call the thank you page. And on this thank you page, we're saying, hey, thanks. If you're watching this, that means you opted in for so-and-so training, and you literally go in and you address and start teaching some of those things in this video, in this audio program, in this blog. It doesn't matter if it's an audio, then, maybe you have some type of PDF document here. This is my poor attempt at drawing a PDF document. If you don't have the PDF, maybe you're embedding or, an MP3 file. This is my poor attempt at drawing music notes here, but you guys can get the point here, okay? And then, you may say, okay, well, here's the thing, what happens? A lot of people, they mess up here and they say, well, here's the free thing, and they're building a list. Fantastic. But my question or my challenge to you is, do you have an automated way to follow up with these people? Meaning, not one day after, 2 days after they sign up, are you taking them to another piece of content? Again, is this video? Is this some type of PDF that you have going here for people? Is this some type of music, an MP3 audio program that you're giving people access to do? 4 days later, what's another piece of content that you could give? These people are getting emails from you. They signed up, boom, immediately. They signed up, boom, immediately. 2 days later, 4 days after they opt in. One of my favorite things is taking people to an application form saying, hey, over the past 4 days, right? Because we know that if they're watching this video, that means they clicked, they got the email on the 4th day. Over the past 4 days, you guys have been getting content from me on X, Y, and Z, and by now you should know how important it is to do X, Y, and Z. And my question to you is, when are you ready? Are you ready to get results? And if so, then here's what I want you to do. I'm looking to work with people who want to get X result. So fill out the application, and that's this piece right here. And I use technology like Wufoo. Some people use the Google Forms or WordPress plugins. I use Wufoo. And once they opt in, you can then take them and redirect them to like something like Time Trade and take them to your calendar and book a session with you, a time to talk. And this is pretty much a consultation, and then get them on the phone. This drawing is my poor attempt of a cell phone. Get them on the phone and then see if they're a good fit to come into your program. And by having this type of sequence, you have an automated follow-up sequence. So now you're using Twitter, and you can use the ultimate power strategy of tweaking that bio. Or you can use the follow game to connect with your target market, right? And this is all driving traffic to your website. I mean, you guys are going to get so much organic traffic if you do this right to the website, and then going through your people are going to opt in. They're going to go through your list. They're going to go through the automated follow-up sequence to ultimately get them to what we want to do, which is making some Skrilla, right? So here's what I want you guys to understand. It is possible, highly possible, and highly profitable to be using Twitter right now. But if you're not taking them to a platform that's optimized for leads, where this is a landing page for a webinar, whatever it is to capture those leads and then follow up and get them to some type of selling transaction or some type of selling experience, whether this is a webinar, whether this is free content, or whether this is like a free session or a complimentary session is usually what I say, not free because that then devalues your offer. So a complimentary session, what is it for you? That's my question for you is, if you're using Twitter, where are you taking these people, and how can you use Twitter strategically to drive the traffic to the platform to then take them through some type of process? Hope this video served you, and always subscribe to this channel somehow, share it on Facebook if you found value, retweet, share this damn thing on Twitter if you found value in this, and always remember, get clear, gain confidence, and freaking crush it. Peace.